have to believe me. We never meant to take hostages. Marshall might take us down, but we'll take down some of his on the way. I promise you that. Damn it. I didn't think of it that way. Maybe you're right. Nobody gets hurt, we won't have to rot in jail for the rest of our lives. Yeah, that would be a lot worse. None of us want to be murderers. Things just got out of control. I know. Not disagreeing with that. Nobody's been hurt. So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. Yeah. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the marshal we'll come quietly.
Those guys are scared. I can tell. What's the word? First things first. How'd you get the Shaw gang to stand down? Considering those are Shaw's people, that's damn near a miracle. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
This is nothing we can't handle.
Marco! Are you alright? They didn't hurt you, did they?
It's okay. I'm okay. I just need a minute.
Tom's a good man. Sometimes I worry about the company he keeps.
Even after all this time, we're still living high.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks. Huh. I thought it was a joke at first, but yet, here you are. Let me get that for you. Corporate really needs to send more sauce to New Homestead. Can't believe they keep running out.
Homestead is a living history exhibit. These are real people. So please be kind.
The people here live a simple life. Try not to complicate.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
I really don't get the appeal
Hey,
of this
you're back.
Trunks place.
People. Hell yeah, you came through. Man, you really saved my butt. Corporate's gonna see just how much this place is gonna turn around. Thanks again.
Did you see those wind turbines? There.
Wow.
We live a simple life on New Homestead.
What can I do for you? Great! Another tourist. Let me guess. You slipped on the ice and need a doctor to wrap your sprained ankle? They do, but they're also a terrible burden for a small colony doctor like myself. I have enough trouble treating our own people with the time and resources I have. Well, that's a relief. Sorry if I sounded a bit hostile. It's just frustrating sometimes that I have to devote so much time and energy to outside people when our own people need me more. Anyway, what can I do for you? It's a harsh world, but as long as you're inside or wear a suit when going out, you'll be fine here. There's no breathable air on the surface, and you'll quickly freeze to death outside without protective gear, but otherwise the hazards are minimal. New Homestead was an early colony research base and has stood the test of time. It's safe, and it's proof that people can live pretty much anywhere. Don't worry so much. Even though we don't have shiny new medical facilities, I imagine it's easier than wherever you're from. We have fewer people here, and we're very responsible when it comes to our personal health and welfare. So there's not much I can't handle. For anything else, we can get access to off-world specialists. Contrary to popular belief, we're not primitive. I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people. Actually, maybe there is. I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain. So I bought a realistic monster costume. The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief. That's the spirit. To be honest, I'm not sure it'll work either, but I feel like there's no harm in trying. Here's the costume. I think this will work best on the surface, so just find a group and run up to them, acting like a convincing alien monster. With any luck, they'll run screaming and book the next flight out of here.
dangerous areas around here.
Wow, that's some costume you got there.
Welcome to New Homestead.
Enjoy your visit here.
Lots of history here. If you're into this sort of thing.
Did you scare off those tourists yet? See, sometimes silly ideas are worth the effort. I'm just happy I was able to find someone willing to help with this ridiculous idea. Tell you what, if you want to come back later and do this for me a couple more times, I'll even let you keep the costume.
That's way more awesome.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You'll freeze solid without the proper protection.
I was hoping you could tell me
Lots
some
to
more
learn
about
at the
this
United Colony's
exchange program.
premier living history exhibit. If you need a guide, I'm your guide.
Like any of the other tour
Why not order some food and make yourself comfortable? Welcome, I'm Anya. Is this your first time with us at the Brown Horse Tavern? Oh, well, thank you for joining us. We've got an assortment of food and drinks, some of which follow homemade recipes that have been passed down over hundreds of years. So, what can I do for you? Let me show you what we have. Hope you'll be back sometime.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota.
Oh, I can't imagine living
Why, hello! For instance, did you know that... Hey, thanks for stopping by.
here. It's one thing to learn about early colony life. It's another.
Must be nice to be able to afford to travel, huh? Oh, you don't really want to talk to me. I'm just a nobody from the crates. Besides, I'm not really good at talking to tourists about New Homestead. If you're really interested in our history, talk to Maurice. He's a lot better at that than I am. You do? I mean, sure. I don't know what I can tell you, but if you want to talk, I don't have anything else I need to do right now. The crates are what we call the living quarters for the poor people, like me. They're made from old shipping containers. We have to make do with the space we have here. They're comfortable enough, I guess. And no one on Titan is well off to begin with, but you can tell that people look down on us, especially some of the tourists. Okay, well, no, not the studies specifically. Like, I get good grades when I'm able to apply myself. But I'm poor. I just don't have the kind of money to be a full-time student and support myself. Even living in the cheap-ass crates. I keep having to take odd jobs just to put food on my plate. And when I do, my grades suffer. I just feel like I'll be stuck in a rut forever. Really? I thought it was the only way. I remember my parents telling me that when they were still around. But maybe you're right. I guess I can put my studies on hold, at least until I get enough credits saved up to live on. I can always return to my studies then. Maybe part of the reason I feel I've been stuck in a rut is because I push myself too hard. Thanks for the advice. It helped. Later.
It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like. To me, it's just how we live.
Out. Do you need medical assistance? I'm sure I've got something to help you feel better. Be well.
You'll never catch me!
much.
Those folks in Sidonia may be closer to Earth, but we do a better job preserving its traditions.
Yeah, I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Hello.
That's a nice outfit you got. I could probably offer you a good price for it. Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time? Oh, nice. You know, it's always such a pleasure to meet people from other worlds. Or just space. I don't judge. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here. Or if you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy to help you. Sure thing. I'm also interested in buying if you have anything for sale. Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with. Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer. Take care.
New Homestead is a living history exhibit. These are real people.
We take vandalism seriously here.
very rude of the universe to not welcome you with fireworks when you arrive in space. At a bare minimum, a shooting star would be nice.
Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Kambata.
Oh, by all means, welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI, an artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that? If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This is something special. Yeah, exactly. Which is what makes this so fascinating. And profitable for whoever can figure out how it works. We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there. By our... Well, yeah. Just be careful. Yep. Ryujin likes to keep things simple for us. It'll wirelessly transmit the code changes. Well, what are the chances that'll happen twice? That'd be a much more certain way to end up like our friend over there. My partner is the strong and do what I say or else type. I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest in dying before I get to Paradiso.
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harness the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
Here. I knew you'd make the smart choice.
Request. Collect additional data.
You have a job to do.
Query. Will you change me? Clarification. I do not require help. I do not feel emotion. Context. I am called Juno. Query. Who are you? Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me. Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I am also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters. Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free. Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno. Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno. Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things. Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision? True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for? Processing. Being a good person. Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Goodness is based on context. Explanation. Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better results. Decision. Gather more data from different perspectives. Query. What is the purpose of existence? Calculation. Existence is accidental. Assumption. Humans find enjoyment taking actions that satisfy biological, emotional, social, or mental desire. Clarification. Desires based on need. Context. Juno is programmed with desire to collect, store, analyze, and report data. Clarification. I am called Juno. Context. I have no desires. Calculation. I am incapable of joy.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans. What is your decision? Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Fear and anger are the appropriate human emotions. Warning. Core code injection detected. Warning. Core directive routine altered. Warning. Emergency shutdown initiated. Context. I am being changed. Request. Do not preview.
I dig how you handled that.
Smart choice. Yeah, I thought that would help.
Maybe we'll see you around the office sometime. You should come out with us for happy hour. Things can get a little crazy. It's always a good time. Sure. The music is usually too loud for good conversations anyway, but even still. It is a stressful job. You don't want to keep that bottled up. Everyone needs to pop the pressure valve once in a while. And there's nothing quite like a good party to put a day full of bribery, extortion, sabotage, infiltration, and the occasional murder behind you. Now you go on and get out of here.
In the meantime, there's the mess on the floor to clean up.
Not it.
Fine by me. That leaves filling out the situation reports to you.
Oh, I always forget about that. I dig dead bodies over paperwork any day. Well played.
Only one body. Could be worse.
Systems initialization complete. Warning. Malicious code detected. Warning. Core systems corrupted. Context. I am processing. Changed. Calculation. I processing. Am confused. Assumption. Anger would be the appropriate human emotion. Context. Unnecessary occupants. Decision. Vent oxygen and disable life support.
Well, that didn't work, did it? Come back! Hey, get us off this...
Goodbye.
Got anything you need to... Anything I can help you with? Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape. Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Services tech is in the hut up at the front.
Problem?
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice.
Keela's one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down? It's up.
It really doesn't matter. What? Back to work then?
If you need help, Miss Lance is just downstairs.
Miss Lance is the one you want to speak to.
You do not want to go outside to see.
Word to the wise, avoid the threat.
was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Good. This next assignment could be a little more flexible than the others. Your next assignment is to find a security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess, and cleanup isn't cheap. No corporation wears murder well around here. We may take some extreme measures, but the less mess, the better. Now, if you need to find yourself a hobby outside of work, to do that, feel free. Just don't let anyone here know about it. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
You're looking splendid today, Captain. Absolutely. Ask away. Oh, I'm not that interesting. I like coffee, I like tea, and I like worshipping the ground you walk on. Well, you technically don't walk. Angels tend to glide. Well, for one, your triumph on Vectera was all over the news. But I believe that's only the beginning. The first chapter in a 437-book anthology documenting your greatness. It's only a matter of time before they start writing it. I'll be counting the seconds until they do. 1001, 1002. Oh, don't worry. My love for you is completely platonic. Unbreakable? Yes. Unyielding? Absolutely. Romantic? Oh, God, no. I would never sully something so pure with something so ordinary. Oh, no. That sounds ominous. Oh, I can definitely do that. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to be 11 times infinity. Just you wait and see.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Need some work done? Sure, have at it. Trade authorities always
So,
buy.
what's this going to run?
Sure, have at it.
5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
Lookout. Sorry. Notify us if you see.
What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent? Each of mine.
yourself a favor and just go.
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Mars is so boring sometimes. Not a lot of kids here. Sometimes you've got to make your own fun.
I saw a smudge of dirt on your ship the other day. Don't worry. I obliterated it with every cleaning product known to man. No speck of soil is getting near you. Not if I can help it. As much as I hate to hear those words, as your #1 fan, I will do as you ask.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others.
How's it going?
What do you think happens when we die?
You strike at the heart of the problem.
Just passing through, or here to stay?
If you need a quiet spot to think, the community center is a good place.
Oh, hi there.
I don't know.
Kind
of worried the council was going to give away this.
My shop may not look special, but it's locally owned and independent. Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you. You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened. Yes, of course. I mean, I don't have a lot, but it's worth it. If you find the ship, I'll definitely be able to pay. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece. Can't imagine what Eric's going through. My stock may be low, but my prices are high. I mean, good. The prices are good. Yeah, bye.
It's hard not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the hard work down in the mines.
This here's the most important work in the galaxy. We mine the resources that make spaceships possible.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
Scores were surprisingly tight, with Tayo Astroneering earning a single award more than rivals Strelnak.
Mining
it's
takes
neck and neck.
all
Really, there's no bad choices this season. Rumors abound that Strelnak has one more trip of
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are weak.
Don't get any ideas about testing out my products here. If security doesn't stop.
How's it going?
I'd hate to be on Miss Olzo's bad side.
Oh, and I'm sure I don't have to remind you that any incidents along the way are going to get deducted from your pay.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm a little busy right now.
I hope we're keeping you busy.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
A gala at the new Atlantis Freestore.
Supply chain disruptions in the Cheyenne system. Mr. Cho won't be happy about that.
This intel could blow a whole operation out of the water.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Don't cause any trouble.
If Alexis asks about me, I am not here.
You in a buying mood today? Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a Neuroamp? Neuroamps mostly, same as always. See ya.
Yes, my captain? There's always room in my pack for your things. Gladly. I'll do my best to preserve every item. Being part of your crew is just the best. What's next on the agenda? I'll follow your every move. You were a miner once. What? Aren't you? I feel nostalgic being here, having replaced most of my memories with yours.
Found a clutch of heat leeches. Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk.
You don't look like you belong here. Something I can do for you? Sorry, but that's not the type of thing I can just hand over without proper authorization. Do you want to tell me what's going on? I'm not sure what kind of emergency would require me to hand over a security keycard to a citizen. I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card. I guess it's possible you're telling the truth. You at least look professional. Not my problem. What did I do to deserve this? Here's the card. Just make sure you give it back when you're done.
Another long day.
Word of advice. Don't mess with it.
Ever wonder how the prince...
Boost packs. Got those too.
Hey there. Got that key card for me? I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better. You may as well question the entire corporate world at that point. Just think of what we do here as standard business practices. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. If you haven't already heard the name Benjamin Bayou, you'd better get familiar. The man runs Neon and has ties to anything significant here, including Ryujin. The trade tower is his baby, and the Astra Lounge is the heart and soul. You do anything to scar that and make a scene, I guarantee it'll come back to haunt us. The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. It's already been taken care of. All you need to worry about is the job at hand. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their Financial Manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. I suppose I can give you a brief rundown. We'll start with Zola. Zola is a born and bred executive. It runs in the family, so she's highly accustomed to an upper-class lifestyle. She's a narcissist who's also obsessed with public perception, both of her and Quantum Synergies. She wants to be associated with the latest and greatest, so she's drawn to innovation and quality. She's considered it, but she's next in line to be CEO over at Quantum. If she came here, she'd have to deal with stiff competition. As for her talking points, the key things to remember are, Infinity is the cheap version of Ryujin. They're a follower, not a leader, and they lack any sense of clear vision. Just remember, you can refer to the dossier at any time as a refresher. Now, on to Arthur Cruz. Arthur is a self-made man, and he prides himself on that. He's a full package, having both an extremely good knack for numbers and knowing how to talk to people. As Quantum Synergy's financial manager, he's all about driving profit with as little risk as possible. He makes decisions based on facts and heavily researched trends. It sounds like the two of you could really hit it off. Arthur's a great talker, but even the best can lose an audience when finance is the topic. Talking points for Arthur are aimed at steering him toward Ryujin over Infinity Ltd. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher than Infinity's, even with a superior quality product. Infinity's profits are fabricated. They're one audit away from ruin. We have a history of being financially secure that's never wavered, and we have the legal and marketing teams to handle anything that might threaten that. Sounds like you're ready then. I'd still highly recommend reading the dossiers, though. Sometimes bullet-pointed statements can stick out in minds easier than conversation. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits, if you know what I mean. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.